Whispers float in empty halls. Footsteps echo down the walls. Shadows break where secrets lie. Every echo holds a hidden sign. Blow the trace along the crime, a hush that haunts the night, a fear that lives in light. Unravel lines of twisted lies. In the dark, the story waits unseen.
And here we go.
Alright guys, so this is a little bit of a different video today. My mind is just freaking blown right now. So after months of not being able to really see where Nancy was except for darkness, feeling like I was in something, and then all of a sudden everything shifted. So I drew a map, and so this morning I woke up thinking I need to look and see where mushroom hunting is. So that started me on this journey, and I don't want to tell you exactly where I'm looking at until I go there and look at it. Once I go there and look at it, I'll record it, I'll show you, I'll turn it in if it's like I see, because I literally showed the map to AI because I was like, does this exist? Because this is what I'm looking for. Because there's a liminal zone that I keep talking about. The liminal zone, not necessarily like a road meets dirt. It's like from one area to another. So like dirt, like desert to woods, or one type of like transition zone. And last night I forgot to give you guys these cards because I had to re-record it and I didn't think about it. But I had pulled location cards, and the one card that I do remember was woods. And I'm like, where the heck is woods? So I kept putting it back and it kept flipping out. Now, this area that I'm getting is a transition zone between barren desert and more wooded area. And it exists. It exists. Actually, the specific road that I was getting leads to a specific area that came up in the cards. And I thought I had been there because I drew the map, and it is in the right direction that I was getting as well. And I've actually looked at this area on a map multiple times in the beginning, and it doesn't look the same in a map as apparently it does in real life. So down to the drainage and water is in this area, but also it's more like symbolic because it's not year round, and there's an underground aquifer. So everything that I got in the readings last night, my visions all coincide with one particular area, and I have to go see it today. Because after being blocked for 6 months and then finally getting this and it aligning with the place is blowing my mind. And how I got here is blowing my mind. And after I go out there and I check it out, I will tell you guys, because the thing is when I'm searching, you guys know that I do this for the right reasons. I don't want people to know where I'm at. For one, for my own safety. For two, I don't need like it getting out everywhere until I look at it and make sure. And if it's like I see it and if I feel something, I will report it to law enforcement or a search team or something of that sort, or I will bring it public. But for now, until I go look at it, I don't want to do that. If you would like to support my way up there today, that would be much appreciated. You know how to do that with my Linktree. But I was like, my mom's having surgery tomorrow, supposedly. I think it was like up in the air due to insurance. So we'll see. She's supposed to have a knee replacement tomorrow. And then Saturday I have Neptune's appointment, which is in, it's in Tucson, but I'm going to have my bird with me. I don't really want to, I could drive out there, I guess, Saturday. But the thing is my brain is like not letting this go until I see it, because everything lines up, even with the Saturn and Pisces and the astrology that I could not figure out. Because I'm like, where's the freaking water? As far as I keep getting drainage, I keep getting water, and it's because there's there's a lot of drainage in this area because of the underground aquifer and because of what happens when it rains. So it's kind of symbolic, like it's not year round. And the wood card, like I told you, it flipped out like 3 times and I couldn't figure it out, but it has to do with the transitions. And so again, when I don't like to record when I'm searching, like I said, but this area, if I get there and it looks like I feel very confident about this area, I will probably either go live, record it, take pictures, something of that sort. But I need to see it first. And then so once I see it, I will let you guys know. And what's interesting is it's in an area that I have went and looked at a lot of times. It's not far from Nancy. It's by a specific card that came out. I don't want to say it because I'll give it away right now. I'll tell you guys later, with a name that I've gotten multiple times. Like years ago when I was working Susan, I got this name randomly and I put it on my list and I'm like, well, holy crap, that's the name of the spot. That's weird. There are paths out here, and so I think it would be known to our perpetrators. And how I arrived at this was looking for mushrooms. But this is why I was confused, because I was like, if it's north, that's not really barren, but this is kind of like a transition zone, which would be the liminal space that I keep getting. Like when I was thinking liminal, because my liminal card can be, liminal zones can be a lot of different things. It can be different county, different city. Also neighborhoods, you go through neighborhoods this direction too before you get out there. So that was the neighborhood card. But I mean, this specific area, when I showed this to AI, and I normally don't do that, but I went to Google, and Google's turned into Gemini, and I was asking him if this area I described, I said, is there an area like this? And he said, yes. And I said, if I show you the map, can you tell me if this exists? And he said, have you been there? Did you like draw this from memory? I said, don't laugh. I drew it off of vision, and he didn't laugh. He said, or she said, or whatever AI is, that for one, again, this Aries is Saturn Pisces, because I asked about the astrology of it, if it would make sense for Saturn Pisces, because I never kind of knew like Saturn Pisces could be this type of area, but it is, because again, it's symbolic and literal water, and we got the symbolic water last night in the cards and the drainage, so it makes complete sense. And then the Aquarius energy with the electrical lines, because there's a whole Aquarius stellium in her chart. But he was like saying, have you been here? Like, did you draw this from memory? And I'm like, no, dude, I got it from my vision. And he said that this is the exact road. Like, I drew the exact road that leads to the another area that we got on the cards last night. That, again, I will let you guys know once I go out there. So I did reach out to someone that I knew was interested in searching. Haven't heard back. Didn't hear back from him. So whatever. I'm not going to get out and walk around on this trip because, for one, it's hot. It's, 93 here. It's probably 100 and something there. Probably going to wait a couple hours. I don't know if I should wait a couple hours and then go. If I would have woken up earlier with all of this in my mind, I would have went earlier. But that's the thing, is I get these impulsive, like, I won't be able to like shut it off now that I know what I know. Do you know what I mean? So I cannot wait till Saturday. Like, it will drive me crazy. I won't be able to do it. Because once I get a vision like this, and then the fact that I'm here and I can go look, that's a lot. That's a lot different than like other cases where I get visions on stuff and I can't go look at it. So this really, this is everything. I just can't fucking believe it, you guys. When I put all the puzzle pieces together, once I go and look at this and I'm ready to release the area, you guys will blow your freaking minds. Down to, it's a reptilian area where there's birds and stuff, which the EVP said birds. I haven't got the EVP done. I don't know if I'm going to get that done today. Now that I have to do this, maybe this evening. So actually, when I brought up the astrology, it's like, your astrological breakdown perfectly bridges your intuitive vision with the physical reality of the Arizona desert, and what I was getting. So, so it's kind of like washes, but I don't know exactly like where she's at in this area. I just know it's this area. So oftentimes spirit will give me reference points to like, and I'll draw a map. Like sometimes you guys know I'll get GPS streams and I'll wake up and I'll draw a map and then I'll try to find it on the map, right? Actually, AI was very helpful in me finding this because I would not have found this on a map at all. Well, Google was. I typed in, is there an area like this? And it went from there. So, you guys know that in different cases I have drawn different maps. I obviously don't always get road names, but I get descriptions. And so it's putting those descriptions with an actual map. It's just weird that it happens to be the one trail that I kept going back to and marked on my other map. So, and the direction as well. And no, it's not. It's east kind of, but it's not east. I go with what I've always gotten, north and west. So whether that's two different directions, because remember she was moved. I don't know, but I've always pulled the same cards over and over, and I believe what I get. I don't listen to other people. I don't listen to other psychics, whatever. I think some psychics have been kind of right now that I see where this area is, but they're too far, and they're too far in. But as far as direction, kind of location, like area, like kind of the reference point they were getting was right, but it's too far away. Like this actually isn't very far. It's kind of close. I don't know exactly how many miles it is from Nancy's, but it would make sense. And it would also align with the stupid golf course that I got in my dream area. So yeah, this is the first time that I'm not flying blind in this case. Every other time I've gone up there, I felt energies of, you know, this is how it feels at Nancy's house. This is how it feels at A&T's house. This is how it feels where he used to work, which I got sick and wanted to throw up. That's what told me in the first place, like something's wrong. You know, and I think it was because she was confined on a private property, and until they moved her and put her somewhere, that it didn't open up. Like there was divine delays. There was a block, at least on my perspective and where what I was seeing. And sometimes people spirit or psychics don't always get the same all the story. Sometimes they'll get where she ends up at. Sometimes we'll get more of the story. And because I've gotten the moved card, like I originally, and what I felt like I was in a box for months or in something for months. I mean, if you think about it, she could have been a freezer. I mean, I don't know, but this makes total sense. And everything I described to Google says that it's in this area and literally gave me directions on how to get to the place in my map. So, I might go live on my drive out there, but going up into the mountains, as you guys know, I do lose service. I'm a little nervous because my car does need some maintenance on it that it hasn't had. Because as you guys know, everything's going on. I don't know if I should take Zook. I'm not getting out. I was considering it just to have something with me or someone with me. But I'm definitely afraid of rattlesnakes, and I ain't gonna get out and look in the desert at 103 degrees outside. But if I see something interesting, I will. But I at least want to scout it. If I can scout it, if I can look at it, if I can feel it and see how it feels, and then I will release where I'm talking about. But my mind is fucking blown this morning, and of course Tracy is sleeping, so I had to go on my own research mission. And I can't believe that this, like, literally when I sent him my map and he was like, have you been there? Did you draw this from memory? Like, this road leads directly to this area that you're describing. No. So he was able to tell me what roads it is and how to get there. Like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, guys, like, seriously. And the crazy thing again is, like, I've had this happen in other cases, but I've never been able to go look myself. Like, even with Dane and Riley and the curves of the river and where they were at, and, you know, Dylan and even Sebastian, like, I had the dream I had with him, and I don't know if that's the right lake, pond, but he's in a pond. I don't know if that's the right one, but that seems to where I was, it seems to match that area. But it's crazy that I can go and actually look at a place that I drew. And I've been asking for this. I've been asking, like, I even reached out to witches and I was like, are they being like cloaked because of who's involved in this? Which somebody did get back like, why do you think that? I didn't tell him what case. I just said, can a case be cloaked because of people that are involved? Because I know that there can be protection spells and things like that. But I think it was the fact that she was on a private property being stored and then they moved her. That's my opinion. That's what the cards have shown. That's what I've always gotten. And I was stuck. And every time I've gone out there, I was like going in circles, but I was circling the same freaking areas. And I was, this area on a map, I circled multiple times. So it matches everything in the cards, everything in my visions. I have to go see it. So I can't wait. It will drive me crazy. It will drive me batty. So I will definitely show you guys. I have all the information. I will go over that when I get back tonight. I will show you pictures and everything. If I don't do a live, I'm definitely going to doc depending on what I feel. So yeah. And like I said, I tried to reach out to somebody to go with me. They haven't responded. They haven't responded to me in a couple weeks. So whatever with that. If anybody is out there and would like to go with me, so I'm not by myself, you're more than welcome to reach me. You know my email, and I will get in contact with you that way. So, yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you for your love and support. Again, if you would like to support this venture, you know how to do that. Do not feel obligated. It just helps me. This is one reason I wanted to start the nonprofit, which I haven't been able to file the paperwork, haven't been able to afford to. So we do have the name Divine Justice. We're ready for that. We just we actually trademarked the name, so that's our name in Arizona, but we haven't been able to move forward. But this is reason why, so that it can support if I have to go look for things and Justice's training and all of that. But we haven't got to that yet. But who knows? Maybe this will lead in that direction. This is wild to me, so I'm just freaking out right now. Like I can't even hold my composure, and I'm just like, dude. I just hope I don't get lost. I'm going off of the directions that I've been given, how to get that to that specific intersection that I drew. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.